going to the Tennessee River Museum in Savannah, Tennessee. And this was the old post office, and it's part of the Trail of Tears National Historic Trail and the Tennessee Heritage Trail. Here's part of the lost petrified forest of Savannah right here. 2 rocks are petrified logs found in the Savannah area. The paleontologists refer to them as being permineralized, meaning that after the trees were buried, the groundwater added minerals to them that fossilized them. It's amazing how, with it being petrified wood, it just looks like it was cut yesterday. It's okay, I'm good. Geologically, the area that we're in is called the Nashville Dome. This area is characterized by a limestone base. This dates back to 350 to 400 million years ago, and the fossil record includes trilobites and corals on this ancient seabed. And fossils that we're looking at were donated to the museum by a private individual. West of the river is the Mississippi coastal plain, and this was an ancient saltwater bay going back 70 to 85 million years ago. Under the seafloor by about 15 to 30 feet, there are more than 500 species of fossil shells. This is cool. Oh, check this out. This is a shell.
Cool.
You could have just picked it up off the beach yesterday is what it feels like. It does feel like just a tree you'd have outside that's dry. We're traveling to show you unique places that may be compatible with social distancing and to highlight local businesses such as this museum. Information on the ancient cultures includes a display on the Mississippian mound builders. From 800 to 1500 AD, this ancient culture built mounds for either burial or worship purposes. This is a look at some of the tools that they've used. The mound builders were all over the eastern U.S., from Chicago to the Mississippi, but the greatest concentration of them was in the Ohio and Tennessee River valleys. Oh! Stickball! You all, the Choctaw and Cherokee still play this game, so I'm excited to see it included here. Prestige goods that were traded is kind of interesting because this is what gave different communities their status. Kind of like our expensive items today. We're here during the anniversary of the 19th Amendment. And where was the final vote cast that gave women the right to vote? Right here in Tennessee. Now we're up to Andrew Jackson and the Indian Removal Act. You can't tell the story of the Tennessee River without telling the story of the Trail of Tears. And if you see my video on Hamilton County, you'll see where we actually traced the route in Hamilton County, but that was just a teeny tiny portion. The Choctaw were the first to be removed, and the Cherokee was the final to be removed on the Trail of Tears in 1838. Some estimates say that 5,000 Native Americans died on the Trail of Tears. The removal continued to even after the Civil War was over. The pioneers came after the Native Americans were removed. They brought tools with them that we're even familiar with today. Here are some of the early versions of our modern tools. And the quiet life here was soon interrupted by the sounds of war. This is a reproduction of the bow of the USS Cairo. The actual ship and some of its artifacts at the Vicksburg National Military Park in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Ironclads were the warboats of the time. These were really the backbone of the Union military ships. Here we have a medicine bottle, cup, and plate from life at the time, and leg and wrist irons for those who seriously misbehaved. An ordnance is an explosive device used in war. These would have been used to try to pierce the hulls of the ironclads. And here's some more tools from back in the day. The Civil War had interesting bullets on both sides. They ranged from the .36 caliber on up to the .69 caliber. They have some authentic Civil War bullets for sale in the gift shop. Western movies may have given us the impression that mounted cavalry were only in the western territories of the U.S., but actually they served in much of the country. If you've ever read Mark Twain, then you know a little bit about the importance of the steamboats on the Mississippi River. But you may not know about the wreck of the city of Florence Steamboat. I had not heard about the wreck of the city of Florence Steamboat until coming here, and I looked it up online and found precious little about it. But what happened was essentially the city of Florence Steamboat got out of control and wound up crossways of the river, where it was hit by the towboat, the Tomahawk. Casualties included a 12-year-old girl and a crew member. These are some of the artifacts that were retrieved from the disaster. Being on the river, mussels was very important to the area for economic purposes. These are some of the shells, and they use these to make buttons and jewelry and everyday utensils and for lots of other things. And there are some displays about the Civil War and soldiers' lives as well. Savannah, Tennessee is in Hardin County, and as you enter and exit the Tennessee River Museum, there is a display set up and information on area attractions. And now to head back outside. Something about the Tennessee River Museum that completely caught me off guard is that they only take cash. That's a real surprise this day and age. Other need-to-know information about the Tennessee River Museum is that parking is not at the building, but it's across the street. They do have handicapped access in the rear of the building, but my suggestion is to have someone drop you off, go park the car, and then come back and help you. The museum is just down from the courthouse. It's a historic type of area. Cost is $5 for adults, but it is free for students and children. And it's open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and Sundays 1 to 5. And it is closed on your major holidays, so Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas. What did you think? Let me know. Leave all that down in the comments below. Have you ever been to Savannah, Tennessee? Let me know that too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. And remember, it's always hashtag be bodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living. We are going throughout Tennessee to bring you interesting locations that may be applicable to social distancing. You can help me out by sharing it with your friends on social media, and I would invite you to join our Facebook group to be part of our Bodacious community. Check out these videos that are popping up on the screen right now, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.